ESPN. Good morning. The big difference between Bobby Bonilla and me, one of us went to bed knowing they would wake up $1.19 million richer in the morning. The other went to bed fearful that their best friend's cousin's coworker was going to cut off their Hulu access. Here's your ESPN Daily. Sad. Listen up. Shh. MLB restart. Everything you need to know. Today is the day. After more than 3 months away from baseball, Major League Baseball players will report to team facilities on Wednesday. But questions remain about how the restart will play out. Considering that baseball has eschewed the bubble plan to play in home stadiums across the country, how are players working to prevent a coronavirus outbreak? What will Spring Training 2.0, aka Summer Camp, look like exactly? How will the necessary rule changes affect the product on the field? What could bring it all to a screeching halt? On today's episode of the ESPN Daily Podcast, Jesse Rogers provides the answers to these questions and more. Then June Lee explains how baseball's recent focus on analytics has led to an increase in white male Ivy League graduates being hired in front offices. Things to care about. Ballin' like Bobby Bonilla. You already know what it is, baseball fans. Bobby Bonilla Day is upon us. Another July 1st, another $1.19 million payment from the New York Mets to Bobby Bonilla. Today marks the 8th installment of an ongoing payout that doesn't conclude until 2035 to a man who hasn't played in a professional baseball game since 2001. For those of you doing the math, that means Bonilla will be getting paid by the Mets 4 years after Bryce Harper's 13-year contract with the Phillies ends. Yeah, it's good to be Bonilla. Because of baseball's salary structure, Bonilla's annual payday is more than some of the game's current stars earn in a year. Thanks to the shortened season and prorated salaries for players in 2020, that list of players has grown. In other news, I'm trying to get on that Bobby Bonilla retirement plan. So why does Bonilla get this sweet annual payday? It goes back to 2000, when the Mets agreed to buy out the remaining $5.9 million on his contract. However, instead of paying Bonilla $5.9 million at the time, excuse me, the Mets agreed to make annual payments for nearly $1.2 million for 25 years, starting July 1st, 2011. Why? Including a negotiated 8% interest. Oh my goodness. At the time, Mets ownership was invested in a Bernie Madoff account that promised double-digit returns over the course of the deal, and the Mets were poised to make a significant profit if the account delivered. It did not. For more on the infamous deal, Dan Mullis something has a breakdown. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous. Messi joins the 700 Club. Lionel Messi is having himself quite a week. The Barcelona superstar celebrated his 33rd birthday on June 24th, then joined one of elite football's most exclusive and prestigious clubs 6 days later when, against Atletico Madrid, the Argentina captain netted the 700th goal of his career. The 6-time Ballon d'Or winner became the 7th member of a select club of players to score 700 or more goals, joining Cristiano Ronaldo, Gerd Miller, Ferenc Puskas, Romario, Joseph Bican, and Pele. After sitting on 699 senior career goals for club and country since he converted a penalty in Barca's win over Leganes on June 16th, Messi hit the latest milestone in his illustrious career when he converted a 50th-minute spot kick, nonchalantly sending Atletico goalkeeper Jan Oblak the wrong way. Messi needed 862 games to reach this incredible landmark, and that is 111 games fewer than his rival Ronaldo needed to reach the mark at the end of 2019. Sips tea. Okay. Things to watch. Gritty gets a Queer Eye makeover. In the words of Jonathan Van Ness, the Fab Five took Gritty from orange fluffy mess to game day best. Netflix's Queer Eye is heading to Philadelphia for its 5th season, So it was only fitting that the Fab Five attempted to work the magic on one of the city's biggest stars, one who prides himself on being a little rough around the edges. Although the Philadelphia Flyers mascot's limited wardrobe presented a bit of a challenge in the makeover department, the Fab Five focused on creating change in other areas of Gritty's life, such as his diet. Hey, even mascots can't live on cheesesteaks alone. That sounds really stupid. Overheard. I will always be your number one. Winky face. Tom Brady responding to Julian Edelman's Instagram post of himself and his new quarterback, Cam Newton. Remember when? Ah, yes. Yankees fans remember it well. On this date in 2004, Derek Jeter had one of the most memorable plays of his career against the Red Sox at the height of the New York-Boston rivalry. The captain made a crucial running catch before diving headfirst into the stands and bloodying himself for posterity. Cool. Until next time, remember, the last time Bobby Bonilla picked up a bat, Lifehouse's Hanging by a Moment was sitting atop the Billboard Hot 100. I like that song. And that's all I have to say about that. Congrats on making it to July. This has been your ESPN Daily for Wednesday, July 1st, 2020. Hanging by a moment here with you. Okie dokie. That's all for today. Goodbye.